morning, students. So, as we are discussing disaster management, so in earlier class we have discussed about flood and we have also discussed about drought. So, in this class we are going to discuss about cyclone. So, first of all, what is cyclone? So, you are all aware of this word, what is cyclone. But going with the official, the formal definition. So, cyclone is an atmospheric system which is characterized by rapid inward circulation of air mass, which is also accompanied by stormy, destructive weather. That means, in meteorological language, a cyclone refers to any low pressure area. যে কোনো low pressure area যেখানে where there is a inward or the what to say or anti-clockwise movement of air, inward circulation of air or the anti-clockwise movement of air. However, this movement of air in cyclone, it can be clockwise or anti-clockwise. So in northern hemisphere, the movement of the cyclones are generally anti-clockwise, and in the southern hemisphere it is clockwise. So in the cyclones, we generally see them as it's a system where there is a rapid movement of air. Wind blows there at a very high speed, and in northern hemisphere it is anti-clockwise. So it has a destructive nature. The cyclones, they have a destructive nature. So they destroy almost everything that comes in their path, starting from houses or buildings or human beings, plants, trees, everything they destroy, whatever it comes in their path. Cyclone is a general term. It is used for a system where there is a rapid or the speedy movement of air, whether it be inward or it be outward. So let us. So this is a system. This is a diagram which describes the movement of air in a cyclone. So this all the cyclones, they have a eye, which is the extreme calm place, extreme calm on the center of the cyclone. That is called as the eye. So here air is moving at a very low speed. Unlike the outer areas, here the air is moving at a very low speed. So it is the eye of the cyclone. Now what happens in a cyclone is there is the warm air it rises up and then it moves anti-clockwise. It moves anti-clockwise in your outskirts of the cyclone. So along with the movement of air, we generally see this cyclone is accompanied by rain also. So this is a strong rotation which is happening counterclockwise or anti-clockwise. So as I have said, this movement of cyclone in northern hemisphere is anti-clockwise and in the southern hemisphere it is clockwise. Now, you must have heard of, when I am talking about cyclone, let me also speak about tropical cyclone. That means tropical cyclones means a cyclone which occurs in and around the Tropic of Cancer. So our Earth has they have many imaginary lines. Our Earth has many imaginary lines, and one of the line is our Tropic of Cancer. We have the equator, and just above the equator in the northern hemisphere, we have the Tropic of Cancer. So the area around the Tropic of Cancer is known as tropics. So the cyclones which generally occurs in the Bay of Bengal or Arabian Sea or Indian Ocean, those are known as our tropical cyclones. So you must have heard about many tropical cyclones like your Hudhud or Foni or Kiar. So these are some examples. Next, coming to the effects. So, what are the effects of what are the effects of cyclone? So, it destroys almost everything that comes in their path, trees, buildings, it kills many people. So, the cyclones are always accompanied by rainfall also. Strong wind along with rainfall. And because of rainfall, it can cause flood also, which will have other impacts like post disaster yeah, post disaster time. You can see the outbreak of many diseases. There will be loss to life, loss to property. There will be blockage of railways and roadways, and the entire communication system will be destroyed. So, how to deal with the management of cyclone? So, what we can do? See this tropical cyclone, if I'm speaking about tropical cyclone only, because our country suffers from tropical cyclone only. So tropical cyclones are the worst natural hazards in the tropics. So these tropical cyclones are generally a system, these are very low pressure system, which are generally horizontally they are 150 to 1000 kilometers and vertically they are about 12 to 14 kilometers. So this is about tropical cyclone. They are very much, as I say, they are very much low pressure zone. So strong wind they blow counterclockwise or anti-clockwise in this tropical cyclone. So this tropical cyclone in the Bay of Bengal or in the Arabian Sea, these are the worst natural hazards that happens in the tropics and because of which our country suffers um, almost 2 to 3 times in a year. The main dangers of cyclones are because the cyclones are accompanied by very strong wind, rain, and tide. So they destroy almost everything that comes in their path because heavy rainfall, because flood, because very much heavy destruction to the surrounding environment. So we cannot control cyclones. We cannot control the cyclone, but the effect of cyclone after the cyclone has occurred, we can somehow uh, make people aware of the occurrence of the cyclone, and we can take some preventive measures. We can take some uh, minimization steps can be taken to reduce the impact of cyclone. So let us see some of the um, minimization steps. So first of all, we need to develop a early warning system. Although we have a warning system, but these strong systems have to be very strong. They have to forecast the occurrence of cyclones at very much earlier, and our the system should be able to evacuate the people so that they are not affected by the cyclone. So first of all, there should be installation of early warning system, which our country have. So uh, we have a successful early warning system. Then we should develop communication infrastructure. So as the cyclone happens, or if there is a rain or storm, what happens? The communication gets disrupted. So people they generally cannot communicate with each other. So we have to develop such systems which do not get disrupted during the cyclones or storm. So if somehow we can get a proper communication system which does not break at the time of flood or the cyclones, then will be able to mitigate the disaster very fast. We'll be able to communicate with the people and evacuation will be very much easier. Another way can be developing shelter belt. Now, what is shelter belt? Shelter belt are these areas where plantation of trees can be done. So these trees, when trees will be planted around the seas or around the ocean, then when there will be cyclone, these trees or these trees can reduce the speed of the wind, and as a result, the destruction can be minimized. Destruction or damage by the cyclones can be minimized. We can also develop some cyclone shelters. So there are some cyclone prone areas in our country. So in those areas we can develop some cyclone shelters. So cyclone shelters will be done so that we can evacuate the people and make them stay in those cyclone shelters so that they do not lose their life. That is, loss of human life can be minimized. So we can develop some cyclone shelters. So we can construct some permanent houses also. So basically, the people who are living around the cyclone prone areas, if they do not have a concrete house, if they do not have concrete permanent house, then what will happen? Their property, their life will be at risk. That means the cyclones can easily damage their properties and their life will be at risk. So the government should take initiative for the construction of permanent houses in and around the cyclone prone areas. And last but not the least, we should train and educate the people. Public awareness is one of the important steps by which we can minimize the impact of cyclone. So if you warn the people, if you prepare the people, then we can, of course, we can reduce the casualties. So that's all for cyclone. Thank you.